Our next update, Lords of the Fallen. The channel has been following the developments around the Lords of the Fallen game. The latest update was episode 7 of Last Week in Gaming, and daily gaming updates May 18th and May 25th. So for our fans and subscribers that have been following the channel and its content, this is going to be a familiar one for you. And Brian, you're going to love this one. It's another Soulsborne game. Gameplay and cinematics shared in the Summer Game Fest show and PC Gaming show last week. I didn't expect that. I thought the Summer Game Fest show, that was everything, and then I'm tuning in later on the weekend, PC Gaming show. Okay, I see these new games. All right. Oh, Lords of the Fallen. So that caught me by surprise. This game is identified as an RPG Souls-like dark fantasy game. In the dark world, this dark world, players traverse and exist in an age of the demon god Adir, who is cruel and tyrannical. You journey across parallel worlds, the living realm, Axiom, and the nightmarish realm, Umbral. And in the Summer Game Fest show content that was shared, that was further articulated, at least in a visual sense, because you got to see the relationship between Axiom and Umbral and how you traverse between those two different worlds to traverse across the entire game overall. So let's talk about what we saw in the content that was shown over this past weekend. We saw new bosses, at least 3. We saw a possessed creature that clearly has a demonic presence, has an extra appendage protruding from its gullet, and acts as an overseer over a city caught aflame. Very disturbing right there. Master of Castigations, Tancred, combats Sentinels. Tancred's the name, and has a twin that will sometimes act dominant. Very disturbing. And lastly, Horror Dervla, I believe I have that correct, who abandoned her faith and as a result follows a dark path. Those are the 3 bosses there. We observed a further demonstration, like I mentioned, of the parallel worlds. And this is what is different from the Soulsborne games. There is a distinction here when players die. When they die, you enter the world of Umbral, that is the nightmarish realm, and you have to fight your way through it to return to Axiom. So it's transitioning to a life within the nightmare world versus a life within the world of the living. That's a great dynamic there. And players will need to move across both worlds in the game, therefore. So this is some stunning dark footage content that we have seen. Brian, are you still critical of these upcoming Soulsborne games? Or does the world of Umbral have you captivated?
I've never really been a huge fan of the Dark Souls games. I'm not. This one just isn't for me.
Isn't for you. All right, we have that. You heard it here on the channel. Derek, is this the game that's going to make you play this full time?
Probably not.
Probably not.
But dude, that game looks awesome.
Yeah.
I would play that game so hard.
Yeah, me too. And there is co-op.
But that's why I couldn't play it, because I would just play it and play it and play it, and I don't have the time to do that.
I don't have the time either. I don't even know why I cover it. I cover so much. I don't even have the time to really sit down and play all of it like I would truly like to do. But hey, it is fun. It is fun.
It looks great.
Love new games. Love the hype of new games. And Brian here, he balances me out. He says, all right, don't get excited about this one. This one's not worth it. Next one, maybe. Brian and I, good balance there. And I think that is going to be our update for Lords of the Fallen.